object is illuminated, light scatters off it in all directions. This is true for each point on the object. So each point on the surface of our eye is hit by light from all parts of the object. How does our eye make sense of this mush? The answer is that it uses a lens, specifically a condenser lens. When light hits a condenser lens straight on, or in other words, when it comes in along the optic axis of the lens, the light is bent toward the focal point of the lens on the other side. This works in reverse too, meaning light that hits the lens coming from a focal point is bent so it travels away parallel to the optic axis on the other side. Also, light that travels through the center of the lens isn't bent at all. If we place an object near a condenser lens, we can use these rules to see that the lens brings the scattered rays of light back together from each point on the object. In optics lingo, this is known as a virtual image. Of course, there are many more than 3 rays of light coming from each point on the object, but to find the point where they all converge, we only need to look at the specific rays that follow our simple rules. Now, if there is some other object at the position of the virtual image, such as a wall, each point on the wall will be lit up with light from just one part of the original object. This is how a projector screen works. When we see an object, the lens in our eye projects the light from that object onto our retina, which is made of cells that can detect light. Each retina cell then sends a signal to the brain, and that's how we know what's sitting in front of us. This is the basic picture of how an eye works, but there's a lot more to learn about eyes and optics in general. How does our eye focus on objects at different distances? And why is it so hard to focus on things that are right up close to our eye? How do microscopes and telescopes work to let us see things that we normally can't? How do different eyeglass prescriptions work? Those stories and more are left for another time, but I just wanted to whet your curiosity.